evening. Welcome to the Men's Glee Club Fall Concert. It is so awesome to be back in this space and share our song, share our love for brotherhood and camaraderie, and importantly, to share it with an audience face to face. 600 days to this date was the last time this group stood on stage to give a performance for a live audience, you sitting in Hall Auditorium. 600 days. The last concert, March 8th of 2020. The group has certainly changed. So much has changed since that time. And as we talked before, just to give you a little bird's eye view of the group, so members of the Glee Club here, how many of you you sang in our last concert on March the 8th of 2020? Show of hands. Hands are down. And then how many, this is your first concert? You did not? You weren't with us then, right? So as we begin, I would like to ask you kindly if you would stow your cell phones into silent mode. Certainly feel free to take a shot real quick and share it out on Facebook or InstaSnap if you would like. And I would just say that again, we are so very thankful to share music with you this evening. We're also thankful to share our music as a gesture of immense gratitude and love as we honor the life of our beloved Glee Club alumnus, historian, and brother in song, Kuethe, who passed away unexpectedly this past May 17. Kevin left an immeasurable impact on this organization and so many individuals that have stood on this stage over the past 25 years. Our concert, as you'll note, is dedicated in his memory, many of the songs of which Kevin loved. We opened this evening's concert with a lively Kenyan folk song sung in Swahili, Hakuna Mungu. A brief translation is, I've searched and walked all over and over, and have found no one like God. I have found no love or nor strength other than that of God. We open with Hakuna Mungu.
Hakuna Mungu kama wewe. Our next piece, Last Kind Words, was commissioned by the Glee Club in 2017. It's like a celebratory dance. The composer, Paul Radoy, states, "I find goodbyes to be such a unique experience for us as humans. Often we have a hard time digesting the many emotions we felt through a chapter of our lives, much less distilling the entire chapter into a simple goodbye. Tagore's wonderful words view this sort of moment at an interesting angle, showing the temporal by letting go of the physical space, but asking for kind words in return. To me, Tagore's words celebrate the past and long for the future, and they cry for celebration and movement." On May 25th, over 110 Glee Club students and alumni from around the country gathered at St. Gertrude Church in Madeira to sing at Kevin's memorial service. At his service, we offered our voices in song, which included the selection, Last Kind Words, and the one following, We Shall Walk Through the Valley in Peace, which has been a traditional work of the Glee Club for many years.
I have got my leave, bid me farewell. The next two works, while not a part of our Doc Warbrick Commission series, were composed specifically for the Glee Club. Composer Jeffrey Horvath composed Demon in My View while a student in the Miami University Men's Glee Club in 2004. The tone of Poe's poem is overwhelmingly somber and dark, providing a first-person account of his life and the hardships he endured. Jeffrey states, "One of my favorite memories in Glee Club is performing this piece for the first time and feeling very humbled, not as a composer, but rather as a young composer feeling very insignificant but very connected to 100 men on stage. Poe could sense and recognize his demons from childhood's hour. I, like many, can relate to this, knowing that I was different from a very early age. What leaves a reader of Alone most unsettled, however, is the last line. It is in these lines that Poe reveals how intense a grip his demons would always have on him." Former Men's Glee Club director Ethan Sperry arranged this transcribed Ute Sundance in 2008 for the group. Ute Sundance is a song of renewal sung by the Ute tribe at the beginning of the new year, typically in late August, and is one of the Utes' most important rites of passage. Debts, misunderstandings, and grudges are forgiven, so that no one needs to start the new year with old negativity. The young men enact a difficult dance, personifying the release of the pain experienced in the community during the past year. There's a cleansing and rejuvenation through this ritual. In 2010, Kevin Kuethe weaved this powerful work into a documentary video that he made about the Glee Club's Scott Alexander Award for Outstanding Achievement, and sharing the story and impact Scott made on the Glee Club when he was a member in the late 1960s. Our tenor soloist this evening is Caleb Orr, Scott Alexander recipient in 2021, who is currently student teaching and will be graduating in December.
Cheesies to perform one selection.
How are we doing tonight, Oxford? There we go. It's on. My name is Arian Bertrand, and these fine group of handsome gentlemen are the Cheesies, Miami's oldest and all-male a cappella group, solely consisting of men's Glee Club guys. I don't have a lot of announcements for you tonight, except you heard it here first. Our solo concert will be the evening of Friday, December 3rd in the Sesquicentennial Chapel. Please head over to MU The Cheesies for more information and for general announcements. Without further ado, we're going to sing you a song arranged by our very own Mason Snyder, Life Could Be a Dream.
Life could be a dream, life could be a dream. Shoo-doo-doo-doo, shaboo. Life could be a dream, sweet. Shoo-doo-doo-doo, shaboo. Every time I look at you, something is on my mind. If you do what I want you to, hey there, we'd be so fine. Oh, life could be a dream. Shaboom, if I could take you up to paradise up above. Shaboom, and you would tell me I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream, sweetheart, hello, hello again. Shaboom, and hoping we meet again. Shaboom, life could be a dream, life could be a dream, sweet. Shoo-doo-doo-doo, shaboom. Every time I look at you, something is on my mind. If you do what I want you to, hey there, we'd be so fine. Oh, life could be a dream. Shaboom, if I could take you up to paradise up above. Shaboom, and you would tell me I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream. Sweetheart, hello, hello again. Shaboom, and hope we meet again. Life could be a dream. Life could be a dream, sweetheart. Shoo-doo-doo-doo, shaboom.
At this time, I am honored to introduce Gary Gosshorn, who is the chair of the Glee Club Alumni Advisory Board, and Glee Club alumnus Kendall Persons to the stage to share a few words about Kevin Kuethe.
If you had the honor of knowing Kevin, you knew he was a born historian. He started a lot of his stories like this. Back in 1809, or back in 1998. And so, humor me. Back in 2008, I showed up to Miami as a freshman. I'm sure I knew Kevin my first year in Glee Club, but my most vivid and cherished memories of Kevin are from my sophomore through junior years. This was a time of transition for Glee Club as we welcomed Jeremy Jones in as director. Change is hard, even when it's good. What I remember most about Kevin from these years is the way he was able to help Club hold on to precious traditions and help Dr. Jones learn about the history of Club. Kevin's God-given passion for history was such a gift to Club. He was the alumni database, the event timeline, the Miami historian, and the steward of traditions. Every year, Kevin made sure that cherished traditions among the guys, like clubs giving and the football game or send-offs before tours, happened, and happened well. But Kevin wasn't someone to take credit for them. He was incredibly selfless. Instead of running or owning the traditions, he helped current members learn and execute, while he helped behind the scenes. This ability to teach and pass down special traditions created a deeper sense of unity and connection among the group. Kevin's unique ability to identify guys going through a hard time or feeling lonely or needing a friend helped everyone feel valued. He was the includer, the welcomer. I experienced this firsthand. Kevin was a constant in my time at Miami. I always knew where to find him, at Clubhouse. And for those of you who don't know, Clubhouse is an off-campus house where 4 guys have lived every year for the past 12 years. We'd even go back to Oxford in the last 10 years since graduating and still find him sitting on the front porch as if he was expecting us. As a founding housemate of Clubhouse, I'll tell you, what it is today is because of Kevin's devotion. The fire pit, the garden, the photos, the stories, they're all because of his selflessness, his devotion to Miami and club history, his love for traditions, and his commitment to past, present, and future clubbers. If you knew Kevin, you'd know that he'd hate to be in the spotlight tonight. You'd also know how much he deserves to be remembered and cherished. He would have loved having so many people he cared for here. So wherever you end up tonight, sip a shot of Old Crow for Kevin.
It was 20 years ago tonight in this auditorium at a Miami Men's Glee Club concert that I first met Kevin. I was in the audience. They invited alums back on stage to participate in the closing section. I'd not been back since graduating from college. As I walked up reluctantly, and I got to the top of the stage, where do I go? What do I do? And I looked, and on the next to the top row was a gentleman waving me to come stand next to him. It was Kevin. He introduced himself. We had a brief conversation. He told me what to expect and what was coming. He even coached me through Johnny Schmoker. That was the beginning of a new friendship, and that was a friendship that became a lifelong friendship. It was one that grew and blossomed over time. Kevin was my friend. And so it's with great honor tonight that I'm going to read something that represents the Alumni Board Advisory Board and also represents all of the alumni from this fine club. Kevin Kuethe was a stranger to no man. To current brothers, he was a mentor. To brothers from years gone by, he was a role model for dedication to the club. To both, he was the heart, soul, and spirit of who we are as a brotherhood. As the club historian, he took our stories and he would weave them from one generation to the next, bringing days of old into today as we sing our way into the days to be. He bound us together into one. Kevin was one of a kind, and we were all blessed by his sincere passion and commitment to our beloved Miami Men's Glee Club. So it was with great love and honor we remember Kevin tonight as our treasured and cherished brother in song. We love you, Kevin.
commission to share with you this evening in honor of Kevin. A new work in our Doc Walbert Commission series was composed specifically for this concert. This is I'll Fly Away, written in a bluegrass style. I'll Fly Away. At this time, we would like to invite Glee Club alumni who would like to join us on stage for the singing of our traditionals. If you would like to join us, please do. I think we have them all now. We will open our traditional set with Brothers Sing On, followed by Java Jive. This is Brothers Sing On.
Come and let our swelling song mount like the whirling wind, as it meets our singing throng so blithe of heart and mind. Care and sorrow now be gone, brothers in song sing on, brothers sing on, sing on. Youth is a wandering troubadour, sailing the singing breeze, wooing a maid on a distant shore over the tossing seas.
Thank you guys so much for coming. We really do appreciate everyone being here tonight. It is a special, special concert for us. Obviously, not only that it has been since 600 days ago that we've been here, but because this entire concert is in Kevin's legacy. And we really do appreciate that. So thank you guys so much for coming once again. We're going to close this off with our parting blessing. Our seniors will remain on stage. And after the show, of course, go out to the lobby. We've got some lovely merch for you. Shirts, mugs, anything you would like to spend money on for us. We get the money. You should give us money. Thank you guys so much. We really do appreciate it.
Again, thank you all so much for joining us this evening. We hope you enjoyed the concert. We have two final recognitions as we're getting set for the parting blessing. The first is to recognize Kevin Kuethe's family that's with us. Some 20 members of Kevin's family sitting here in the balcony. Thanks for joining us this evening. We're glad that you're with us. And to the family, our stage is set here with mums that we would like to offer each of you to take home as a special remembrance of this evening's concert, if you would like to take one with you. And finally, as you've all seen, that alumni and giving back to the university in so many different ways is such an integral part of the Glee Club and who this organization has been. Love and Honor started with the Glee Club back in 1907. And so we have one more special recognition to make that I'll ask Gary to make before we close in our parting blessing.
I hope it was obvious to you tonight that we are a brotherhood, and it's not a 4-year experience, but it's an experience for life. And part of the thing that all of the Glee Club brothers look forward to is every 3 years getting together for a reunion during Alumni Weekend. Our reunion was supposed to be 2 years ago, but that was when the Glee Club was just coming back from their trip to Italy, to the Vatican. Special guest. And then last year was COVID. So we are in a situation where we've not been together as a group now for 5 years. And as we gathered last summer and put together that it wasn't going to happen again, we were concerned. The brothers needed to get back together. And so Kyle Root, is Kyle here? Come up here, Kyle. Kyle stepped forward and took the leadership in putting together a virtual reunion for us this past summer. It was a lot of work, it was a lot of talent, but we did get together. And what we found was there were a lot of brothers around the country that normally would not have been able to make it, that were able to make it. We have other brothers that made sure that they made it because we were a year off. So it turned out to be what could have been a disastrous year, turned out to be a very positive experience. I know I had one person say to me, it was almost as good as being on campus. And another person who said, I would never have been to make it on campus, and I was able to participate all the way through. Kyle, that is because of you.
We have a small token that we would ask you can open now. Kyle is a big soccer fan. Recently graduated, moved to Columbus. So he has a new Columbus Crew. So again, thank you all so much. We look forward to greeting you just in the lobby or outdoors following our parting blessing. Thank you all so much.